Welcome to episode 7, I'm your host, UniQ Guy. Let's get going on this first action stage. More ice. Who'd have thunk? I mean, the ice stage having more ice. At least it doesn't have ice physics. I mean, the game's floaty enough as it is. Alright, new swords and water. That should instantly kill me, but oh well. We'll just put on a snorkel and deal with it. Alright. Moving on, let's get out of this pool of hatred. Okay, a lot of people have trouble with this stage, and I found myself just having trouble trying to make the actual game physics work correctly. I knew I had to stop the starite from falling into lava, hence the Schwarzenegger line, but the way to do it was a little bit more obscure than I assumed. It was attaching two very long things together, and making that happen doesn't always work how you want it to, and thankfully to editing you don't have to deal with the full minute or two that I was struggling with it. So, let's get right on there. Now, problem 2 with this action stage, getting the starite away from the edge and opening it up, unlocking its gooey center full of starite goodness. Okay. Hasta la vista level. So, let's see about this one. They're trying to make it harder and harder for you to just go to the end, and it's important in a puzzle game, but in this one it comes off a little stranger due to the premise of it, and not exactly having what you want, or I suppose how you assume things should go. So it gets a little fuzzy on ethics and what you're supposed to do. I could just plow right through there, but I feel like accentuating how you would use that thing where I showed you earlier, where you jump through the top of the screen. Yeah, there you go. Avoid obstacles in the level completely. Okay. This one had me bothered for a while, purely because I didn't want to use some of the same stuff again. So, I didn't really have a choice on the chain, but I had a cool idea because I didn't get to really show the weight of it, because it's one of the heavier items in the game, from what I've seen. So it'll pull things, and you just have to let it fully get its length down inside the gully there. And now we just let it drop. Alright. And now to get over there. And Harry Potter style, apparently. I don't know. Flying things are getting harder and harder to think up. But it happens. And this is a stage where I learned how the handcuff cheat worked. So first thing we do is go down here, and we taunt the terrorists. Look at them. They're so cute in their cage. They're so focused on me, they don't see the pirate coming up behind them and killing them. Even when the first one goes down. You've done your job, matey. Now to steal something, because we have a pirate, why not use it? Let's have some space jump boots to get to the other side. Now problem. The box doesn't shrink. It's really hard to move out of the way. Like, it takes a lot of effort and it doesn't always work. So you just handcuff in, out, magic away. Level completed, and you have nothing more to worry about. This stage took me by surprise because it teaches you that tripwires can be tripped by other things, not just yourself. So I use a plank here, and just guide it down through. It closes it off, creates a secondary bridge for whatever reason. You might need it. I could have been being laughed at by the developers, and the bridge slowly starts to open again. But they didn't. And now for the easiest action stage of this level. Go up. That's it. Just, get up there. There are varied ways to do this. A flying thing seems to be the best, because attaching ladder after ladder after ladder after ladder would be, while interesting to see, not very time efficient for these action stages, which are stealing a little bit more than YouTube wants to let me have. And this one's even taunting me with that, saying I can't get there quick enough. So I'm going to try to speed through this one as quickly as possible, spading up my ground from the top. So, get our Chris Farley action away. And they were always better together, I don't know. It just seemed like David Spade didn't really do anything after Chris Farley left. Oh well, rest his soul and rest this stage. I can get out of here. That didn't take nearly as long as some of these next ones. I got lucky in this one. In my initial recording, a giant Hydra came out, and it took kind of a while to kill it. So, hence my action here. I was ready to spawn something, but it gave me a kitty. Now, I assume there's one other, I think it was a Medusa, but if you go right away, I think it gives you a kitty. So, that's my best advice for this level. Give the kitty some yarn and get out of there. It doesn't really help anything, it just makes it look like you did something. I mean, if you really care about the hours, then you're not playing this game correctly. If you play it enough, you'll get them anyway. This stage was a bunch of crap. You have to get through all of these ice blocks with enemies and obstacles inside. I use our self-exploding propane tank to good use, because that's what it's there for. I need something that explodes without too much work on the other end. So, now we just need to get out of here with our chisel, and again over to the top part up there. I'm sorry folks, the wings are just very good at what they do. I can't really say that I overuse them. It's a problem, and this game really rewards it, because they're just such a good item. Alright, now for the final spot here, we have the gauntlet. Let's see what we got here. We can make Death and see how far he goes. Death, you're being put to the gauntlet. Got through the monster. Now for the Arab. Oh, cleared that fairly well. Now to the dragon. Oh, dragon got Death. Sorry. You're just not up for it. Alright, let's get our pirate friend out of the... What the... You were supposed to activate that, not pick it up. Oh well. Kablam. So, let's get something to kill this dragon. A knight should... Never mind. How about I just start navigating through this? Who knows, I might not make it all the way there and have to start over, but we'll hope not. I mean, there's a few... Where'd I go? There. No. Get over there. And... Oh, right. I almost forgot about the fire. That would have been bad. Crazy fire vents. So, let's move on to... Oh, Jesus. I don't want to be the guy. I just want to get through this. Alright. Let's tap the... Interact with the... There we go. That switch is particularly hard purely because he likes to move around a lot, and if you do, you get spiked to death. Alright, let's kill this dragon. Manticore, how about you? No. That's poor. Come on, a dragon slayer. It lets you have that word, but when it comes to dragon slaying, he sucks. Alright. Big guns here. God. I don't want to send God in alone. Not the sword, give him the scythe. Yeah. Death scythe plus God versus dragon. is short work. Alright. Taken care of. It's all candy from here. Let's get out of here. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. See you guys next time on Let's Play Scribblenauts. I've been your host, Dooney Q Guy.